It's that time again. It's Sunday morning. Welcome back everybody to Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. I hope you're ready for this one. Go ahead, strap in and hang on and let's get ready for the ride.
You okay, bro? Yeah, bud. Okay.
I figured let's just have a fun one this week and we're going to talk about them full send boys. Of course, there are many different forms of the full send. We've got the traditional guy who basically just lays down on the throttle and goes forward every single time. But it's not always a throttle thing. Sometimes you're going to full send yourself. And then of course, who can forget the boat ramp? I mean, everybody loves a full send guy down at the ramp. The real problem with this guy down at the ramp is you never know exactly how this one's going to end.
We ain't gonna be able to pull that out. You're gonna have to get a wrecker, man.
Doing a full send down at the boat ramp's not always recommended. You never know what to expect. Sometimes it may be like our last gentleman, where you'll wind up with your truck in the water. Other times, you'll be struggling and not be able to get the boat out of the water, or heck, maybe you'll even drop the boat back in the water. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Broncos Guru, how do I know? How do I know if I'm at the ramp, if I'm supposed to full send it, or if I'm supposed to take it slow and easy? Well, of course, as you can see here, sometimes you just gotta let it rip. But other times, you gotta take a slower, more cautious approach, and go ahead and plan everything out and make sure you get it right the first time. Once again, sometimes it's not all about speed, sometimes slow and easy wins the race. But if you find out that's not working, go ahead and full send it anyway. Now, as we've mentioned, it's typically a judgment call around the boat ramp whether you want to send it or not, but one place we typically never recommend you send it, and that's around the docks. Many of you may already know the golden rule around the docks, and that's never approach a dock faster than you're willing to hit it. But one of the other reasons you really don't want to send it around the dock, a lot of times there's a lot of moving parts. People are standing up, people are trying to get lines out, and things are going on, and as a captain you're trying to focus on not hitting the dock, and it makes it more difficult to focus on what the other people around you are doing. Now, I know sometimes it's going to seem like a good idea though. That wind and current grabbed you and you're doing anything you can to get this boat put up, and sometimes it'll work out in your favor, but other times, not only will you cause damage to your boat, but if you're going fast enough around the docks, you can cause damage to other vessels as well.
I'm really sorry. Will never happen again.
This boat sent it through a no-wake zone.
Obviously, we don't know what we're doing. It's the first time. We're really sorry. I mean, it will never ever happen again. We feel horrible.
Okay, that's great, but you still need an answer to the damage you did to this marina and the boats on it. So you need to stop, and we want your records, because we have insurance claims. They're going to come after you, so you might as well cooperate now and help us.
Okay, we're cooperating. We didn't mean to do it. We're really sorry, okay?
We accept your apology, but now we need to move forward, and we need you to get your information to all of us so you can pay for the damage.
This is the problem with sending it around docks. Many times you can cause damage without even knowing you did.
What damage are you talking about?
Well, come drop anchor, get your tender, and come in and see. There's multiple boats here with damage.
Now, we all know those full send guys can't be stopped. They don't bother stopping for anything. They're always looking for the full send. It doesn't matter what's going on. But what happens when that full send guy can't quite get out on the water? Well, don't worry, he still finds ways to send it anyway. Sometimes the full sending of a boat won't always be determined by the captain. Sometimes other factors will step in and help make sure that boat gets full sent. Most of the time, those factors, if it's not the captain, that's going to be weather. Weather loves the full send just as much as anybody else. Now, the weather full send can come in many different forms. This one right here, this is an extreme form, but sometimes it can come in much less extreme forms, such as just wind and current grabbing your boat and taking it basically where it wants to go. It doesn't matter who or what's in the way. If the wind and current grabs your vessel, you better look out, because sometimes you're just going to lose control, kind of like we'll see in this situation right here. Now, weather full sends are really unpredictable. Most of the time, we don't know exactly when they're going to happen. Wind and current can strike at any point in time, but the one kind of full send we know for sure is going to happen, and the one that's easily predict, are those full send people. Those people who live life full send all the time. We always know we're going to see them come running out of the inlet, and they're just going to send it every single time they're out there. Kind of like this crew right here, the Blue Top Legend from my boy Wavy Boats channel. If you guys haven't seen his stuff, make sure to go over and check him out, and check these girls out as well. They've got their own YouTube channel called the Blue Top Legend channel. Just about every time they head out the inlet, these girls send it. And of course, who can forget the original himself, the Yellow Top legend, the legend that started it all. My man was famous for going out a haulover inlet and sending it in the nastiest conditions. We're talking conditions where other vessels wouldn't even attempt to go out, and we would see my man bring his boat out here no matter what and do a little battle with the conditions offshore, and sometimes he might send it just a little bit too far. But if you want to see the Yellow Top legend go at it, this video can be seen over at my boy Wavy Boats channel as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Wavy Boats, Tiffany Marie 10210, Foul Intentions, Power Stroke and Cutchy, Uncle J Custom Boats, Bay Rippers, Brady Ashton, Miami Boat Ramps, JP Meth, K-Man Rocks 911, Boat Life Amsterdam, Parker Miley 75, and Colton's My Name 21 did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.